Welcome to the reorganization meeting of the Board of Education in the South Country Central School District. I'm Christine Flynn, the district clerk. At this time, I would ask everyone to rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. At this time, we'll administer the oath of office to the newly elected trustees, and we'll start with Melissa Aruda.
I, Melissa Aruda,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the Board of Education Trustee
of Board of Education Trustee
of the South Country Central School
of the
District
South Country Central School District
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations. I just need you to sign.
Thank you.
Next up is E. Ann Hayes.
I, E.M. Hayes,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
of Board of Education Trustee
of Board of Education Trustee
of the South Country Central School District
of the South Country Central School District
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability. Thank you.
Thank you. And next is going to be Clyde Farmer.
Last but not least. I, Clyde Parker,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly
that
swear
I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of Board of Education Trustee
of Board of Education Trustee
of the South Country Central School
of the
District
Southern Country School District
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
At this time, I'll administer the oath of faithful performance of office to Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Joseph Gianni. Please raise your right hand.
I, Joseph Gianni,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly
that
swear
I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of Superintendent of Schools
of Superintendent of Schools
of the South Country Central School
in
District
the South Country Central School District
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
call for nominations for the office of the President of the Board of Education. May I have nomination motion, please? Anybody nominating for president? Yes.
I'd like to nominate Ann Hayes.
Ann Hayes. Okay, so we have Ann Hayes. Do we have any other nominations for president? Going once? Okay, so we're going to call a roll.
You need a second.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do we have a second? Lisa DeSanto? Okay, so we're going to do a roll call vote. I'll start with Melissa Aruda,
Yes.
Lisa DeSanto,
Yes.
Ian Hayes,
Yes.
Jack Nix,
Yes.
Clyde Parker,
Yes.
Chris Puccini,
Yes.
Cameron Trent.
Yes.
Okay, the vote passes unanimously. From this point, the school board president will be Ian Hayes for the 2019-2020 school year. Congratulations. The president of the Board of Education will now preside over the remainder of the meeting, and I will administer the oath for president to you, so if you could come back. Raise your right hand again and repeat after me. I, Ian Hayes,
I, E.M. Hayes,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly
that I
swear
will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United
and the
States
Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
of Board of Education President
of Board of Education President
of the South Country Central School District
of the South Country Central School District
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my abilities.
Congratulations again.
Thank you.
And I'll fill in the Vice President. So you're going to sit here. Do we have all your things in here? And then we're going to thank the Vice President and Vice President. Second. Gives you more than one Vice President.
I think so.
Vice President for Vice President. You're not going to stop, she can.
I can.
So, if you want to bring this up.
I don't want to disorganize.
Any more than I already was.
I just take it?
Okay, I can do this. Thank you, yes, thank you. I'll say later if I need to, I don't want to disrupt.
No, that's good.
Yeah, thank you. Okay.
That work, Ann, or do you want this?
Yeah, that, I prefer that one, if it's okay.
And just push it to the back.
Thank you so much. For the following officers, okay. Alrighty, so I'm just gonna start with the bottom of this page and then. Okay. I now call for nominations for Vice President.
I have a nomination.
Yes.
I nominate Jack Nix.
And do we take all nominations or do we do a second and then?
You open it up to all nominations and then you close the nominations if there are no further nominations.
So,
You need a second for the nomination first, and then you open it up to any others, right?
So you take all nominations first, open up to all nominations, you have all the nominations, and then the first one gets voted on
Oh,
first. So you continue with the nominations on any
Okay.
other.
My question, I'm sorry, is the motion on the nomination, or is it on when you open it?
You open it first for all nominations.
that's what
All
I'm- thank
nominations
you.
come in, close nominations, and then the first one gets voted on.
Gotcha.
and is there a second at some point?
At second point after you close them.
Okay. All right, so we've got a nomination I heard for Jack Nix.
Correct.
Are there any other nominations?
I nominate Lisa Santos.
A
Lisa-
nomination for Lisa DeSanto? Are there any other nominations for vice president? Hearing no more nominations.
Nominations are closed.
The nominations are now closed.
The
And
election of Jack Nix as vice president, you need a second.
and I need a second for the Melissa Aruda is seconding the nomination for Jack Nix, and we call for a vote on this. So we need to have a vote for Jack Nix for vice president.
Mr. Clerk, can roll call vote, please?
Yes. Okay. Melissa Aruda,
Yes.
Lisa DeSanto,
No.
Ian Hayes,
No.
Jack Nix,
Yes.
Wyatt Parker, Chris Puccini,
Yes.
Cameron Trent.
Yes.
So that's 4 yeses for Jack Nix.
Okay.
So
Is
that.
Is it possible to now ask to have the board make that by acclamation?
That motion passes.
That motion passes?
Yes. That motion passes. 4 votes, the motion passes.
Okay.
So Jack Nix is now vice president.
That's correct.
Congratulations.
I, Jack
Do
Nix,
solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of Board of Education Vice President
of Board of Education Vice President
of the South Country Central School District
of the South Country Central School District
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Vice President.
Right here?
Okay.
Thank you.
Can I do these as a group or?
Yes.
Okay. I can do this as a group.
Well, no, that would be
Oh, so I do A through E?
Yes.
Okay. Could I have a motion for the appointment of the officers set forth in A through E? And that's 5, it's item 5, A through E.
I make a motion.
A motion and a second,
I'll second.
and all in favor? All in favor, it's unanimous. And then, I could do the other, thank you. Appreciate it. Do
You got the gavel.
Yeah, we're
Motion, and one motion carries, tap the gavel.
Please raise your right hand, repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Christine Flynn,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United
and
States
the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the Office of District Clerk
of the Office of District Clerk
of the South Country Central School District
of the South Country Central School
according to the
District
best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Please raise your right hand, repeat after me, please. I state your name.
I, Sarah Chapaletti,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the Office of District Clerk Pro Tem
of the Office of District Clerk Pro Tem
of the South Country Central School District
of the South Country Central School District
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Do it before noon. 7 and 8 inches before I call for 9.
Please raise your right hand, repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Christine Johnson,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the Office of District Treasurer
of the Office of District Treasurer
of the South Country Central School District
of the South Country Central School District
according to the best of my abilities.
according to the best of my abilities.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Please raise your right hand, repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Nelson Briggs,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the State of the United States
I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York.
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
I will faithfully discharge the duties
of Deputy District Treasurer
Deputy District Treasurer
of the South Country Central School District
of the South Country Central School District
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I think we're up to item 6. I will call for a motion to accept the appointment of items 6A through 6O. Is there a motion? Jack? Nix? Is there a second?
Sure.
Mr. Pacini? All in favor? Seeing all hands, the motion passes. Next item, 7. A motion to approve the appointment of 7A through 7D. Is there a motion? Mr. Trent, second. Ms. Aruda, all in favor? That looks unanimous. Motion passes. The next item is 8. A motion to approve the appointments of 8A through D. Is there a motion? Mr. Nix, seconded. Ms. DeSanto, all in favor? Okay, it's unanimous. That motion passes. Before the next item, I would like to make a motion to take items 9A and 9B on a motion to enter into executive session to discuss the appointment of legal counsel. I'll make that motion, but I need a second. Mr. Trent, all in favor?
Can we have discussion?
Oh, discussion, sorry.
Can I recommend that we pull it from the agenda, vote on the rest of the reorganization, and then discuss it in an executive session in between? Wouldn't that be, I think, are you asking,
That sounds
you
like
asking to
a-
go into executive session right now, correct?
No, that was not my
That's the
intention.
way I'm
but
understanding the
I'm
motion. I
sorry.
think that's the way it
Thank you,
reads.
thank you for clarifying that.
Would that be acceptable,
So-
maybe?
So if we could modify my motion that
So,
we
just-
will pull
So
it.
would are you looking to close the reorg meeting?
I'm thinking the most efficient thing would be to do is to pull this from the agenda, vote on the rest of the reorg, discuss this in the executive session prior to the business meeting,
Okay, so then you're pulling it from this meeting and moving it into the business meeting?
pending the outcome of the discussion, yes.
And I think that would be a good amendment to my motion.
I don't want to stall the rest of the
So
reorganization.
there was a
meeting.
motion for executive session. That motion is going to fail because of want of a second.
I think
Okay.
Then you're going to move the remainder of the items. Since it wasn't pulled, since you haven't moved A and B yet, you can move the remainder of those items. And then that would leave A and B for executive session afterwards.
correct, so we're pulling A and B and we're voting on the
Right,
rest.
essentially, you're pulling it
All
by
right.
not, by not moving it.
But do I need to withdraw the motion and
There's no
reframe
second,
it?
so
No
the
second,
motion
just
There was
fails.
no second, so it didn't happen. So
Right.
the motion that we will be acting on will be a motion for item 9, items C through, well, P.
P.
C through P. So is there a motion to approve item 9C through P? Mr. Trent, second. Ms. Aruda, all in favor?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes? Okay, that's unanimous. And we don't need anything else at this point to make sure that those two important items are held so that we
No,
can
at this point, they can be
take care
brought
of
up at
it.
a later time.
Okay, thank you. Next is item 10, 10A. Is there a motion to approve that? Mr. Parker, second.
I'll second.
Mr. Nix, all in favor? Yes, okay, that passes also. All right, then we go to item 11. A motion to approve the designation I would like to approve the items designated in A, B, D, and E, holding C for a separate motion. So a motion, is there a motion to approve the designations A, B, D, and E? Mr. Nix? Ms. DeSanto? All in favor? That's unanimous also, so that carries. A separate motion with regard to 11C. Is there a motion to approve that item? Motion by Mr. Nix. Is there a second? Mr. Pacini, any discussion? I do have a question about that, because I'm not sure that that publication is still being published. I haven't seen a print version of it in over a year.
My understanding, it is being published, and it is in print.
Okay, well, I haven't seen one, and I just wondered if that's been verified.
We have staff members who receive it in print.
Oh, they do?
Yes.
The district gets it too, huh? We get it as
I don't know
well.
if we get it.
I thought we were on the list because we published it.
I haven't seen it in a very long time.
Okay. Well, is there a motion to approve item 11C?
You have a
We already have a motion
We
and a
have a
second.
motion in a second, okay. All in favor? I have 4 in favor, any opposed? 3 opposed. The motion carries. Next is authorizations. I need a motion to approve the authorizations in item 12A through K. Is there a motion? Mr. Nix, a second?
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Pacini, all in favor? The motion carries. I have 6 in favor. Mr. Parker, are you abstaining? Okay. So 6 in favor, 1 abstention, the motion carries. And now, we need a motion to approve the policies and code of conduct. Is there a motion for that? Mr. Parker, a second? Ms. DeSanto, all in favor? That's a unanimous approval, and that passes. Okay. So now, what do I do with
So now
the
you-
two items that are gonna go over to the
Motion to
executive?
adjourn, and then we
We're
talk
going to
about
adjourn the
it.
meeting
Mhm.
and then ask for a motion to enter into executive session.
You gotta open the,
I
you
gotta
gotta
open
open
the
the
other
second,
one.
you gotta open the business
Open the
meeting,
meeting.
then we gotta open for a motion to enter into executive session
After that.
to discuss the executive session agenda in addition to the 2 items that were pulled from this agenda.
Okay. So is there a motion to adjourn the reorganization? Mr. Pacini? And a second, Mr. Nix? All in favor? That's unanimous, that motion carries. Okay, we got through that meeting. And now we go to the business meeting. I gotta find it.
The board members gotta get out and go back into the other meeting of that agenda.
Okay.
Click meetings inactive and then I'll go to business.
This one? Thank you. Okay. Okay, so the first item is to call this meeting to order. It's 7:30, right on schedule. And this is the public portion of the business meeting. I would,
What's the motion to go into executive session to discuss personnel matters?
right. We have an anticipated motion to enter into executive session. But I'm wondering if we can hold that to the end and go through the rest of the business items and then do executive session? So that we don't break now for executive session?
Traditionally, we have executive session first because there's issues in there we may
That
vote
need to
on
be
at the meeting.
discussed.
So we have to discuss it before we can vote on it in that meeting.
Okay, so that would be the preference. Well, in that case, I'd like to make a motion then to move to executive session to discuss the appointment of legal counsel that we held over from the reorg meeting. That was items 9A and B. And also, we have some, we need the anticipated discussion of some personnel matters related to a specific person.
I make that
So-
motion.
Mr. Trent made the motion. Do we have a second? Ms. Aruda, all in favor? Okay, that's unanimous and that carries. And,
Right there.
Going in the other room.
Who do
but
we-
you know what, we did